Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And it's actually been a really beautiful day for the crypto space. I mean, look at Bitcoin, look at Ethereum, look at all these coins. Doge is even up 20%. It's looking extremely juicy. But having said that, I have one more important question for you all, which is, and think about this one carefully. Do you think the Ripple v SEC case is like closed and shut? Like 100% certain for you won by Ripple? Or is there still some debate? Now, today I'm going to be launching a couple more videos about the situation and of course some other crypto news because I want to expand our knowledge as much as possible about what others are thinking. And here, this official filing from late last night, I should say this night officially, was this. New Ripple filing in support of fair notice defense states that commissioners Pierce and Roisman have candidly explained that there is a decided lack of clarity for market participants around the application of these security laws to digital assets and their trading. As I just said, guys, make sure you are subscribed with the notification bell on because a little bit later, I will actually be talking about the specifics about what law firms, for example, got from the speech and got from basically the things the SEC has made public. Because think about it. If you were to make a crypto right now, what would exactly make it centralized? What would make it an investment contract? It's really difficult to say because there's not really that many examples. You have a couple of bad ones like Kick and Telegram, but you don't really have that many good ones. So are every crypto securities, or is there a middle ground that we have yet to find? And as it currently stands, it's just really difficult to get any feedback from the SEC and know as to whether or not what you're doing is actually wrong. And again, read this, all right? I'm going to read it quickly because it's just one page. We write on behalf of Ripple to request that the court consider supplemental authority in support for Ripple's opposition to the SEC's pending motion to strike Ripple's fair notice defense. And one little fun fact is that when I was talking about the fair notice defense earlier today, I already said it could not be broken, right? And now all of a sudden we actually get this letter, but it was already too late. I already recorded the video. It was in the middle of the night. So the authority consists of the recent public statement by the SEC commissioners, Hester Pierce and Alet Roisman, in connection with the SEC's recent settlement of the coin schedule enforcement action. We've covered both these situations, the letters in which they basically state, it's actually the same thing, right? I mean, yeah. This statement by two sitting SEC commissioners makes even more clear that during the time relevant to this case, members of the public did not have fair notice of what the law requires. Defendants Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson have filed their letter calling the court's attention to the two commissioner statements in connection with the pending motions to dismiss. And so the big difference here, even though it's the same point, is the fact that yesterday, where they were mostly talking about the motion to dismiss, I already told you guys, the motion to dismiss is the lawsuit specifically targeted against the founder and CEO. And I told you all, it also applies really a lot to the fair notice defense. Mind you, again, guys, there's a couple of things which you are waiting for, at least mostly waiting for. There's 4 statements for decisions, basically. We have the motion to intervene, motion to strike, motion to dismiss, and the motion to compel. What they all are about, we've covered 1,000 times before, but it's basically like we see right at the bottom here. Motion to intervene is John Dean and the XP community coming inside the lawsuit. The motion to strike is the SEC trying to take Ripple's defense down. Dismiss is getting the claims removed against Garlinghouse and Larson. And the motion to compel is just to require the SEC to give over some more documents. Now, nevertheless, to ensure that the record on the motion to strike is complete, Ripple respectfully requests that the court consider the two commissioner statements to the court in support of Ripple's fair notice defense. So they basically had a defense before, they put it up, and they want to add a little line to it. Commissioners Pierce and Roisman have candidly explained that there is a decided lack of clarity for market participants around the application of the security laws of digital assets and their trading. That the application of the Howey test to such assets is not crystal clear, that the staff's guidance to date contains a large number of factors and absence of weighting that cut against clarity, and that the only certainty they see is that the people have questions about how to comply with the applicable laws and regulations. So the only thing they know for certain is that people don't know things for certain. And those observations support Ripple's contention that a person of ordinary intelligence as of 2013, 17, and even today had no reasonable opportunity to know what is prohibited. And by security laws in the context of digital assets such as XRP, Upton v. SEC, certainly any SEC guidance could not have provided fair notice to the market. So, yeah, bada boom, bada bing, right? I mean, of course, this all goes in support of the earlier stated William deposition, but James actually has to say this. It'll be interesting to see how the SEC tap dances in the response to the defendant's filings about the Pierce and Royce misstatements in view of the obvious infighting at the highest level of the commission. The SEC needs to put its house in order, and that's the most fun fact, right? They're a freaking, can I say it? A shit show. That's what they are. I think I can say that on YouTube. I think so. So they're basically fighting within each other, amongst each other, because they're not concluding or not, certain about whether or not they gave proper clarity, whether or not they made everything crystal clear and obvious. And of course, we are on one side of the spectrum saying, no, you didn't actually give us much to go with, as that's really honestly my opinion. But even themselves, they don't know what they want. That's the most fun. All right, let's see. Then one little thing, I don't want to spend more than 5 seconds on this. Baby XRP, or every single crypto that has XRP in the name that is not XRP itself, I don't buy it. I don't hold it. I will never. Sounds pretty scammy to me. Not do it. It's most likely a hype type of thing. I don't want to give it too much attention, so that's why I'm not talking about it too much. But no, not me. What is me is the Bybit competition, all right? As I said before, I think tomorrow I'll enter myself as well. Why? Well, all I have to do is just make an account, or I can even use my normal account, basically, I think. Ooh. And just deposit 300 XRP to my account so that I can trade with that, theoretically speaking, and then perform one trade or something like that, and bada boom, bada bing. If I get more than 4% profit, it is now. These people have been trading a little bit. If I get more than 4% profit, I'm at the top. You can see, guys, a lot of these people at the top had short positions open. And what that basically means is that those guys who had 70% of the plus first, since the price of crypto went up a lot, those guys actually got rid of their gains. And the trick with sometimes these trading competitions as well is to know when you're ahead and stay there. Then again, it's not my style. I'm always the type of guy who wants to get a good lead and kind of live with that. Then again, I'm also not telling you guys that I'll be able to beat this because this is a 50% return on their money. But it is possible. See, I actually spoke to him a little bit ago on Discord because he was telling me, oh, I'm in the top 4. I'm happy if I stay this way. So I would be glad if he wins because at least I'm talking to him. But if a couple others win, just contact me on Discord if you won. Coinar, for example, or Snoochie, or any of these other emails. Just contact me on Discord, say, hey, I'm in the top, just for fun, so I can actually see who wins these competitions. I do not know. This is all what I'm seeing. I don't have any internal view of any of these numbers or anything like that, guys. This is all I see as well. Theoretically speaking, maybe if I ask Bybit the exchange, they might give me some extra details about who trades or something like that, but I have nothing. So if you're worried about that, no, I don't see anything. I just have the same overview that you guys have. So it is pretty cool, though. At least I find it pretty cool to look at. Then CNBC star Jim Cramer, Tether could be Achilles' heel of crypto. Now, I will definitely be spending an entire new day to talk more and more about Tether at one point or another in the future. I just saw that USDC, for example, is like 60% backed, which was something I'm proud of. USDT, however, there have been multiple losses about that, multiple little pieces of discrepancy there, because people say, well, if it's not properly backed, then what exactly is it? And a stable coin that is tied to the US dollar, but it's not official, is always a difficult little ball to play with. So USDC is done a lot more proper than Tether, since there haven't been as many scandals. But even then, Tether and these stable coins, they could serve a really big problem for money laundering and everything like that too. So I guess for right now we'll just see, but it's a difficult little pill, all right? It's a difficult one. It's, in my opinion, a really difficult one. Mostly in the fact that it's not properly backed. At least you can kind of debate about that one. So once more, we'll not cover it too much, but make sure you understand there might be some issues with Tether at one point in the future, and that might hurt crypto a little bit. So yeah. All right. XRP lawsuit update. SEC commissioner's gift to Ripple might have this effect. So this is again the GIF we just saw, where they, even within the SEC, are not agreeing on what to consider everything, basically. And that might actually be a really big gift in the sense that this contrarian belief within the SEC itself might also show the judge, like, hold up, wait a minute. SEC, if you did not even know this yourself, then how could Ripple have known? How could have normal market participants known this? That might actually sting like a freaking bee, all right? That little piece of information might be extremely important to the future of all of this. So again, mind this very much. Make sure you understand properly. This could be a deciding factor on its own, but we'll see how the judge reacts. We'll see how the SEC reacts. I don't think they can get out of this one, though, guys. To be honest with you, I don't think they can do too much against it, but all right. Then the SEC case against Poloniex, Circle allocated $10.4 million. So they've basically allocated 10.4 million to SEC and Poloniex case. I'm assuming I didn't actually get through this one. I wanted to quickly give one little statement, but now that I'm checking, it might have even been about Tether. Let's see. Circle, for instance, stated that it was notified by the OFAC in 2019 about probable breaches of U.S. sanctions by embargoed clients' exchange accounts. The cost of issue was estimated to be between 1.1 and 2.8 million by Bitcoin Exchange's management. Okay, I thought every lawsuit regarding the SEC with Poloniex had to do about Tether. Apparently, it has not to resolve the SEC case against Poloniex. Okay, I didn't know too much about that. What I wanted to say is that there's multiple different instances where the SEC's role is actually quite proper. Please understand me. I am not against the SEC. I am against unfairness within the SEC. And I personally think that the way it's going right now, the SEC is misplaced trying to figure out Ripple, trying to work with Ripple, because they're not trying to work with them. They're trying to silence them. They're trying to work them into a certain direction. And I don't really like that. So from that perspective, I'm not against them. I'm against how they do these things and how they've arranged stuff right now. All right. Also, I saw a couple of people say, oh, my days, huge wheels are moving. Understand, a transfer from an exchange to an unknown wallet is usually good. Yet this could be, for example, freaking miners moving their money, right? Because people over in China cannot trade on Huobi anymore. Maybe they have to just move their money around. It could be just one person literally moving it. It doesn't have to be a beautiful thing. It could also be going from an exchange to an unknown wallet to another exchange. You don't really know. So just making an opinion off of this stuff, even following Will Alert, very, very rarely has any purpose whatsoever. However, we do like to talk about it. We do like to see it. Yet we don't know if it's one guy. We don't know if it's 1,000 guys. We don't know if it's an exchange. You don't really know anything. It could even be Grayscale. Who knows? Kathy Wood, talking about Grayscale, ARK Invest buys additional 300,000 shares of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. 2 articles about that one, but another 10.8 million. And I'm actually thinking that they're doing this because they actually had the talk or are going to have the talk. I'm not sure. Today, or was it yesterday already? Ooh, I'm not exactly sure about that. Guys, the dates are all messed up in my head now because of the little no sleeper for a little bit. I think it might have been today. Yeah, I think it is today. And they might just want to kind of anticipate that because, well, if they're going to be talking Bitcoin, Elon Musk's going to be talking Bitcoin, everybody's talking Bitcoin, that might be a beautiful little thing, right? So that might kind of leave them biased a little bit to have more. At least that's what I've been thinking. They've also been buying a lot of Coinbase stock, which I think is interesting. I'm not sure what the share price of that one is. Currently, Coinbase trades for 225, while GBTC is trading for 24. Might actually be a thing to pick a little bit of both of them up if you're a stock type of guy. Just quickly telling you, these things are bought by institutions en masse, and I don't think buying Coinbase stock is right now a bad idea because you're already buying at a 50% discount from a couple of months ago when things were doing really well. And as I've said before, Coinbase knew they had to sell at the top of the market. But right now, though, since it's a little bit closer to the bottom of the market, might not be a really bad idea to just pick some up and hold it for a little bit. Again, that is just me, though. You do what you want to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but that's just me. Hopefully, you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. Make sure you check out the Bybit competition. There is 30,000 XRP in total to be won, so go ahead and check it out. A link is down below. And it's not loading for some reason, maybe because my internet is so bad. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video later today. There's 2 or 3 more coming, all right? So stick around and check it out. See you guys.